What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Buckles Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting this channel. Keep supporting this channel. Shout out to everybody in the Bucs community. Stick with the team. We on the same ship, whether you like each other or not. Yeah. So we here. So sorry I'm late. I had to enjoy my day today. You know, it was a really beautiful day outside, so I relaxed today. I went outside. I did catch a little bit of the day 4 2023 NFL Combine. Some of the O linemen. I did not catch the running backs. You know what I'm saying? No, I saw the highlights. So today was about the O line, and we'll talk about the running backs in a second. It's not gonna be a super long video, but I want to point out some guys. The O line situation with the Bucs. Hashtag trenches matter, as you can see at the bottom here. Trenches matter right here. See right there, trenches matter. So yeah. So what did y'all think about today? Yeah, who did you have? Yeah, everybody come on in. This is gonna be a nice little conversation. I can't stick the landing. Anyway, come on in. What did y'all think about the O lineman today? What O lineman stood out for you? What O lineman stood out to you? What running back? What running back could the Bucs draft in possibly the third, possibly trading back to the fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, seventh round? What player stood out to you today? I'm very curious to see what, because you know O lineman is the big deal for the Bucs. I still believe that that's the situation for the Bucs. I know they interviewing edge rushers and all that, but I think O lineman it's got to be O lineman. What's up, you wish? What you got for me? What's good, Rip? How was your day, man? Let's talk about some O linemen. I'm trying to wait till everybody kind of get their bearings together and come on in. Talk about some O linemen. What y'all see today? Did y'all watch combine today? Oh, in other news, Um, yeah, I saw it. I didn't see the running backs. I didn't. What up, Buck fanatic? I didn't get a chance to catch the running backs, man. Y'all heard about Rashad White saying he'll beat out Bijan Robinson for the job. Jeffrey McGee, what's up, man? You like Gibbs and Robinson? Yeah, Gibbs, he's actually faster than like they say his comp is Kamara, but he's actually faster, way faster than Kamara. I think the problem with Gibbs is I don't know if he's a 3 down back. I think he's like a Tony Pollard. Give him that Tony Pollard role. You know what I'm saying? He is more explosive than Rashad White. He'll get drafted higher than Rashad White. Going into the draft, he's more talented. Is he an upgrade of Rashad White? I don't know. I mean, see, running backs are very tricky, man. Very tricky. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, O lineman, man. The D lineman, that's what stood out for me. But and like I said, as the combine passing through and it's over now, got a chance to reassess. And I'm gonna do my players sometime this week. The players that stood out to me that could be available for the Bucs to draft at 19 in the second round, the third round, the fifth round, sixth round, seventh round. It's gonna probably be about 50 guys that I just kind of want to point out that I believe that the Bucs should look into is possibly drafting if they have the opportunity at their pick. Um, but the old lineman, man, look, uh, I don't worry about the 40 when it comes to the old lineman. You worry about the short shuttle, 3 cone shuttle, stuff like that. I don't get too caught up in the 40-yard dash. Try to look at the fluidity of these running backs. Um, Let me go to 3 cones and the shuttle and the bench too. But I still think we need an O lineman. I don't think, in my opinion, the Donovan Smith situation, if he's let go, we got to go tackle. Now, if they keep Donovan Smith, you go D lineman first and then go O lineman in the second round. But in my opinion, if Donovan Smith if he's let go, if they let him go, there's a few guys that will probably be there at 19. In my opinion, Bijan Robinson is an Ezekiel Elliott clone. So let me go to the. I'm gonna go to the 3 cone or the 20-yard shuttle. I could go to the bench too. The strength of the linebackers too. See how strong some of these old linemen is. No, they ain't got that. So they got the 20-yard shuttle. I don't think a lot of these guys did that, but Bijan, they're doing the Bijan Robinson and LaDainian Thomason comparison. No, I'm gonna do overall linebackers. I mean overall type O linemen. Would y'all be mad if the Bucs drafted Bijan Robinson at 19? All right, so the guys that I talked about before that I like at O lineman, as far as the Bucs. If they get rid of, if Donovan Smith is not, if he's let go, if he's designated for a March 15th, cut, a salary cap cut, I just want to put this out here because it still hasn't really been put out yet. I think the Bucs are still evaluating what they want to do with Donovan Smith. I mean, because if you keep him, you have to restructure. You're gonna have to give him an extension to lighten the cap hit up. But do you want to extend the guy that is going to cost a lot of money? And then in the situation with the Bucs, you know, they are a ton over the cap. So it's like all the signs are pointing at them moving on from Donovan Smith. And just because you just, even if you extend him, you're gonna have to pay him. And at this point of his career, it's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the financial investment. You're better off going with a young tackle in the draft and paying him a lot cheaper than paying a guy. And he's going to want some money. He's going to want, at least $17 million at least. And I don't think the Bucs are just, at this point, the Bucs are in a bad situation to just start giving out contracts. Yes, you take care of your in-house people, extensions, restructures, and stuff like that, and changing the money to sign-on bonus and stuff like that. But you got to be careful with certain guys. And the Bucs are in a very weird, like I said, they're in a situation where they just can't just do it. And more than likely, they're gonna announce this at some point. Now, I don't know what's taking so long because they did Cameron Brake, they did Leonard Fournette. But what's taking so long for the Bucs to announce that they're gonna designate Donovan Smith post June 1st release? I don't know what's taking so long, but I think they, in my opinion, I think they just kind of like weighing their options. They looking at the draft. There's several tackles that they can replace Donovan Smith with, and what higher upside. And Donovan Smith he wasn't a terrible player, but he wasn't a great player. He was average at best overall. If you look at Donovan Smith's career, he average at best. Average at best. Average at best. He had one really, really, really good season, and the rest of it was just, you can that's replaceable. In my opinion. Hold on, somebody said 13 running backs got at least a third round grade in this draft. You don't believe that? It says 13 running backs with at least a third round grade. I've never seen that before. That's crazy. $13 running backs with a third round grade? That's interesting. But let's see. The guys that's going to be available for the Bucs at 19 that they should be looking at as far as O linemen. Broderick Jones, Osiris Torrance. I don't know about John Michael Schmitz. I mean, he's a center. He's a plug and play guy. You could draft him and kind of get him ready for but you got Hainsley there. But how much confidence do they have in Hainsley and Luke Gedeke? For Osiris Torrance, how much confidence do you have in Luke Gedeke and Robert Hainsley in the interior? Because that's what the Bucs were kind of weak at. They really bad there. And it's almost like Luke Gedeke, had no business out there. Like if you watch the game tape, just watch Luke Gedeke. He looks so out of like place, man. Like he maybe should have sat the whole year. And if that's the case, he never should have been drafted in the second round. Like Luke Gedeke, I mean, he might try to be a good player, but it just when he was on that field, he just looked so out of like place. Like he just couldn't hold up consistently. He got beat more than he actually, actually won some blocks, pass block win rate. And remember, the Bucs as a unit had one of the most terrible O lines in the NFL as far as pass block win rate, running and passing. So I don't know what the Bucs gonna do, but if these guys I'm about to mention are sitting there, Damon, what's up, man? Bucket with your girl, what's up, baby girl? Yeah, he looks so out of place. Like he looked 2 years. He's not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that type of guy, to be honest with you, and now that I look back on it, high insight, he was overdrafted. He was. Like, let's be real. You know, he was overdrafted. He was a second round pick, and he looked like a fifth or sixth or seventh round pick. There's guys that were drafted after him that's better. So I don't know what Jason Light saw in Luke Gedeke. Maybe the Ali Marpet situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess he was looking at it from a small school, Alex Kappa situation. But I think that pick might come back to bite us in the butt. It might. Now, can he get better? Sure. Can he get better? Sure. But I just don't see his upside. He has a low ceiling. I think he at best he would be a serviceable player. What's up, Trail G boy? Damien, what's up? I think he's gonna be I think at best he'll be a solid player. Uh, will he be better than Alex Kappa? Who knows? Maybe he'll be better if they put him at right tackle, his natural position. But man, I just find it hard to believe that you mean to tell me you can't find nobody better than that in this draft? I think you got to be able to find somebody better than that. I mean, you got to have somebody ready to play. If you are struggling in a position and you got some guys there and you drafted the year before, there's nothing wrong with drafting a guy again at the position. Because you can, like I said, versatility. You know what I'm saying? And I hope Luke Gedeke turns out good. But if Osiris Torrance is sitting there at 19, what do? You can't just let him walk. You can't just, you can't. You got to really think about that. The Bucs interior was terrible, and then you got Ryan Jensen. He's old, so maybe you got one more good year out of him before he becomes too expensive at his age. You're gonna do a restructure. You know what I'm saying? Or a post June 1st or pre June 1st release, because you're not gonna carry a big cap hit for a 33-year-old center, 33, 34-year-old center. Can't do that. So the Bucs are in a very offensive line situation where you can't risk not drafting one or two O linemen, or one O lineman in this draft, and he's got to be a starter like right away. At what position? Guard. I mean, even Robert Hainsley. Robert Hainsley wasn't bad, but I think he graded out top 15. I think he was like 11 or 12, but he was kind of light in the butt too. And think about it, even with him playing pretty decent as the Bucs O line still didn't look good. Now think about that. Hainsley was drafted in the third round. Gedeke was drafted in the second round. Tristan was drafted in the first round. So Jason Light has the right idea. He has the right idea, but I think the problem is the talent wise. Outside of Tristan Wirfs, I mean Donovan Smith, he done reached his ceiling already. Luke Gedeke looked out of place, and Robert Hainsley just looked like just a guy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Shaq Mason, they can walk away from him and save $8.5 million. They can walk away from Shaq Mason or give him an extension. So the only really, really, really good player you really have as far as the future wise is Tristan Wirfs. Because Ryan Jensen's old. He about to be 33, 34 years old, making a lot of money. But as far as the future, Tristan Wirfs is the only one that actually you can feel comfortable with. You're not going to feel comfortable with Jensen and Shaq Mason for the future. This is why, people don't want to admit it, but it's kind of like a rebuild mode. Like the Bucs they're kind of in a rebuild mode. They don't want to admit it, but Ryan Jensen's not part of the future, and most likely Donovan Smith is not part of the future. You got Hainsley, you got Luke Gedeke, and you got Tristan Wirfs. Even Shaq Mason's not really, you can say, he's part of the future, because if Jason Light draft another O lineman in first 2 rounds, that'd be or first 3 rounds, that'd be 4 in the first 3 rounds in the last couple of years. And the only one that really worth something is Tristan Wirfs. So is it the fact that he's missing on? Did he miss on Luke Gedeke? And will Robert Hainsley make a big jump? I mean, because those guys played a lot of football this past season, and they didn't look good overall, like together as a unit. And maybe that comes with reps and another year of experience and another year in the weight program or in a strength and conditioning program, and building that body up and be able to hold the point of attack. But if it doesn't get better, it's going to get real bad for the Bucs if they don't fix this O-line situation. I know Stinnie, Stinnie comes back from injury, Aaron Stinnie, but even Aaron Stinnie, are you going to depend on that? I mean, it's the reason why he was undrafted, I believe. You got to get talent there. I think that's what the Bucs sorely lack outside of Tristan Wirfs. And Ryan Jensen, hopefully he comes back 100%, this coming season. But remember his age. He didn't make a difference at all in the playoff game. Josh Wells got hurt too. But those are serviceable backups. Bucs what's up? Wells and Stinnie are serviceable. They're guys that can come in and do what they need to do. That you pay them like that, 1-2 year deals. But you don't pay those guys to start. Stinnie is not a every down guy. He's gonna be the guy. And Josh Wells is a swing tackle. That's good for the team. They need a guy like that. But the more and more you look at the situation, they need to invest in the O line. I know about the D line, but you know what the Bucs got to do. As much as we don't want to admit it, but it's got to be the O line, tackle or guard. Because if you move on from Donovan Smith, then you go tackle, and you got now Peter Skoronski, he won't be there, obviously, but I like Broderick Jones. I like Osiris Torrance. The dude Matthew Bergeron from Syracuse, I didn't really watch no tape on him. Paris Johnson Jr., he'll be solid, at a tackle position. And also, if they draft a tackle, they can have some flexibility there. They can keep Tristan Wirfs at the right tackle, or if they wanted to and have a little flexibility, you move to the left. But if you draft the guy, you want to draft the left tackle, because if you're going to keep Tristan Wirfs at the right tackle, that's fine. I ain't going to trip on that. JR Dot, what's up, man? You got Darnell Wright from Tennessee. These are productive guys that will be there when the Bucs pick at 19, or possibly in the second round when they pick. DeJuan Jones, Andrew Voorhees, Steve Avila, big guard from TCU. One of my guys I was watching, Anton Harrison. I like him, from Oklahoma. Who else? Jordan McFadden. I think he's going to be solid. Jalen Duncan. Let me see. Who else? Blake Freeland had a good workout today. I watched him in the first group. Blake Freeland, but he's about 6'7", about 305 pounds. So he kind of light in the butt, but he's very athletic, you know. But Jalen Duncan is another one, a guy that got pretty good. You know, once he get in the NFL, he'll be fine. TJ Bass, you know, these are guys that the Bucs can get in the second round. The Bucs can get a Jalen Duncan in the second round if they can't get the guy in the first round. If they go D lineman in the first round, they can get a Jalen Duncan in the second round. You know, you got to be careful, and not, don't really overthink this. You know what you need, especially if Donovan Smith's not there. Tyler Steen, Alabama tackle. Like I said, a lot of these guys I've named, I've watched them play because they was on TV. You know what I'm saying? And also SEC. So I'm all about the SEC Big Ten O line. No more of this Central Michigan and Hobart College and D2 stuff. No more of that. King Cook, what's up? Ricky Robinson, what's up? Mr. Smitty, what's up, buddy? Jonathan Gaines, I saw the UCLA and USC game. Jonathan Gaines, he did some good things there. But I like Anton Harrison, the TCU guard, big guard. The Bucs just got to get, if they want to be a power team. Now they're not going to be a power team. They're going to be a zone team, but they need to get guys that can block and win their block. And there's a few guys. I'll just name several guys. Cody Mulch from North Dakota State, but I really wouldn't. I don't know about that. Trevor Penning came from there. Now you got another guy. So I don't know about that. But the Matthew Bergeron, I got to go back and watch the tape on him. He tested pretty good. He did pretty good. But Patrick, what's up, buddy? But there's some guys. There's several guys between. So the Bucs pick at 19, and then they pick again in the second round. There's several guys. I don't know how long these guys gonna last because the Northwestern tackle. Once they gone, once a team pick a tackle, and then all of a sudden there's a plethora of guys just gonna come off the board. But these tackles can last all the way into the third round. I don't see a reason why the Bucs can't get one. And if in a perfect world, you want the Bucs to get a tackle and a guard in his draft. But the problem with that is, what about the D line? They drafted D lineman on his edge rusher, guys that can rush the passer. So for a fact the Bucs are going to do that. I don't even think there's no question about it. There's no doubt about it. Even with Shaq Barrett, his awful contract now, and Joe Tryon with question marks, and Logan Hall not getting enough reps, so question marks on him. And then you got Anthony Nelson and Carl Nassib hitting that free agency. I think we're not done. You just got to address the pass rusher. And if you do that, you got to get an explosive guy. So at either way, you got to get impactful guys on the O-line, D-line. Whether you go first round O-line, second round D-line, and if you really want to get gangster with it, go back into the first round, or trade up in the second. You got to get two guys in the trenches that can come in, right away. There's no doubt about it. And with the O-line situation, they can't waste. There's no such thing as luxury picks for the Bucs. Every pick gotta have to produce. Let's go back and look at the last two drafts. Every guy they drafted can be upgraded. Let me repeat that. Every guy they drafted in 2021, 2022, they all can be upgraded. Am I lying? They can upgrade every player they drafted in the last two drafts. I mean, think about it. Let's go down the list. You think they can't get? You think they can't do better than Cole Keith? Anton Harrison, I like him. You think they can't do better than Cole Keith? You don't think there's a tight end in this draft better than Cade Otton, or just as good as Cade Otton? You don't think there's a running back better than Keyshawn Vaughn? I'm just going down the list. You don't think there's guys better than Luke Gedeke and Robert Hainsley in this draft on the O-line? You don't think there's a cornerback better than Zion McCullum in this draft? Not saying the picks are terrible, but you get what I'm saying. Is like big clip. Barrel still spinning. Sean, what's up, man? I'm just saying. I'm just giving y'all the guys that the Bucs drafted. They're not terrible, but I think it can do better. Rachaad White is not a bad player, not at all. Will there be some running backs in here that's going to be just as good as him? Sure. There's a couple running backs that's going to be pretty good. I think the Bucs can get one of these guys. There's 13 guys graded out in 13 running backs graded out in the top 3 rounds. So there's going to be a ton of running backs going between rounds 2 and 3, which means not all of them going to get to not all of them going to get drafted in the 2nd round or 3rd round. There's going to be some nice backs available in the 4th round, but the Bucs don't have a 4th round pick. All right, what's up, Jason? What's up? You get what I'm saying? I just named 8, 9 guys that the Bucs can get at 19. They can get in the 2nd round. They can get in the 3rd round. I don't think there's going to be. If you don't get your tackle in the first 2 rounds, it's going to be like you're going to have to kind of really, really scout the 3rd round. A 3rd round tackle. Most tackles, if you go around looking at the league, the majority of them are going in the first 3 rounds. So if you're going to get a tackle, it's got to be first 3 rounds. The majority of them. Now I think it's a strong draft, but I don't think the receiving class is strong that strong like that. And the quarterback class is, I think it's a bit overrated. But it is what it is. But everyone else is pretty good. Running back, O-line, D-line, cornerback, outside rusher, outside linebacker. I think the position, like those are good, like the DBs, the edge rushers, the linebackers, the D linemen, running backs. I think the O linemen. I think those are positions that they get plethora of talent. And the beautiful thing about it is this talent is going to last at least until the 4th or 5th round. Think about that for a second. This is not a top heavy draft. This is a draft of a lot of good guys. And these type of drafts you don't want to miss. Look, every GM is not perfect. Jason Light is not perfect. He's not the best. He's not the worst. He's decent because he's made some good picks. But a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on just the good picks, and they ignore some questionable picks, some terrible picks, some awful picks, some dreadful picks, and some what the WTF picks. But they speak highly of what he's done good, but you rarely see people bring up his flaws or what he missed. Go back and look at the last 2 drafts. Where is the world beater? Where is the Tristan Wirfs? Where's the Antoine Winfield Jr.? I am an American, I'm fighting the right. Where is the impact players? Like high-end players. Well, the Bucs had a Super Bowl roster. So what? That was your opportunity to get another one. To get some more guys that could come in and just, like I said, I'm gonna keep going back to the Joe Tryon and Logan Hall picks. I hope those guys turn out good. They gotta turn out good. Because if they don't, that sets the D line back a couple years. Look, I understand y'all talking about best available player, but we ain't got time for that. Because if that's the case, Best available player at 19. What if it's a running back? And you need a tackle, and you need an edge rusher. But the best available player on the board is Bijan Robinson. What do you do? So I can't agree with the best available players. You got to draft what you need, the position of need. And the two main ones is edge rusher and all, like I said, O lineman. First down, that's a fact. There is no denying that. So best available player, that's cool. But you can miss me with that though, because it's all out the trenches. Because if you say best available player, that means that can be a running back, a receiver, a DB. You know what I'm saying? Christian Gonzalez might be sitting there at 19, which I don't know, but you can miss me with that. Big Buck, what's up, man? You can't give me that best available player because that can be any position. And I don't want the Bucs to draft like that. I want the Bucs to draft, we need this. We need edge rusher. We need a O lineman. And I got a feeling Donovan Smith announcement is coming. Steve Avila, TCU guard. I think he's better than Luke Gedeke right now. Steve Avila from TCU, the guard from TCU. He's better than Luke Gedeke right now. Right now, he's better than Luke Gedeke right now. Watch TCU games. Watch the TCU games. Watch the TCU games. Watch Osiris Torrance. They're better than Luke Gedeke. Clearly, not even close. Not even close. They're stronger. They're bigger. They're stronger. Clearly. But you know what the Bucs need. You know exactly what they need. The Bucs need to be able to battle in the middle of the field and on the line, both sides of the ball. It's like it's the inevitable. Thanos snap. They ain't got no choice. Wait a minute? Did I miss that though? Wait, did they already make the announcement? What's the link? Because all I know is about Fournette and Cameron Brate. It was on Twitter. It was it was all around Twitter. But I don't remember them announcing they're releasing Donovan Smith. I don't remember the news about like the way with the Fournette and Cameron Brate. I don't remember a Donovan Smith post on from credible sources. Who said it then? Who said it? Send me the link because I don't remember no big news about Smith getting out of there. Oh, Peter Report, man, come on. No, that ain't gonna work, man. No, 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 no. That's not how I work over here. I don't do that. I don't work off of them. Oh, the Pew Report, they said it. Yeah, okay. Until I hear from the credible, like I get it. No disrespect, but I don't work off like that, man. I don't work off them. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. Cameron Brate came out and talked about it. Leonard Fournette came out and talked about it. I ain't see Donovan Smith talk about it. I ain't see no credible post high end from the and unfortunately that's how it works. I know there's no shout out to all the low level, mid level guys that cover the team, their teams and all that. And they say a lot of the information is where the big dogs get their stuff from, but until it hits like the mainstream media, it's kind of like just rumors. Even though it might be true and whatever, I get it. But it's gotta be at a certain level to be like official. No offense, but all these channels or pages, team pages, whatever, from small level guys, they can report all they want to. They can have inside information all they want to, but we also been burnt by some of those guys too. We also been burnt by those low level, mid level media guys, and they miss more than they hit. because a lot of it's clickbait. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it's clickbait. So you have to be careful with those type of guys. And sometimes, look, I can say the same things they say all day long. I can come up here and say, "Oh yeah, Donovan Smith will be released by March 15th." I can say it here on Buckles Locker. What does that make me? I can do exactly what they do all day, but until it's official, like the Cameron Brate, Leonard Fournette, I can't do that. I can't go off of what they're saying. So I don't go off of them, man. But no offense though. But yeah, and the Bucs just got to get better on the trenches, man. I think this is not even a question. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know why this is a question mark. Like, oh, best available player. They could just draft whoever they need to. They need talent. Yeah, they do. But it can be organized. It can be drafted in an organized way. Just like you don't draft by need, you draft by best available player. So that means if you need a left tackle, but there's a guy on your board higher than that tackle, you take the guy that's higher on the board, or you take the tackle. You get what I'm saying? So what O lineman did y'all like at the combine? What O lineman you looking at? Yeah, Tampa media is weird to me. I guarantee you this though, they got a lot of spotlight by major media markets, but I don't see nobody talking about Tampa media no more. They ain't getting all them interviews and all this information from Tampa. No, man, nobody gonna care about Tampa media. Back to where you from. Back to where you belong. Bottom of the barrel. You think somebody gonna be running to Jenna Lane and Rick Stroud and Greg Allman for news about the Bucs? Even if they do got news for the Bucs, nobody gonna be caring. The Bucs media. They better thank Tom Brady for all the attention they got. Jenna Lane was getting too much attention by ESPN. Oh yeah, she was getting all kind of articles asking them crazy questions. But all that attention she was getting because of Tom Brady, it's a wrap. You think anybody gonna care about Jenna Lane interviewing Kyle Trask? Nope. Let's keep it real. They ain't gonna be caring about Jenna Lane and Rick Stroud and Greg Allman. They don't be caring about them. It's a wrap. Them days is over with. Go back to the back page. Back page. You go. You think Jenna Lane gonna get a primetime article on ESPN about the Bucs? The Bucs don't get no clicks. What up, Haitian boy 407? 407. Jenna Lane ain't finna get them primetime clicks no more. Back to irrelevancy. You think ESPN gonna be like, Jenna Lane, we need you to write an article about Kyle Trask and put it on the front of the ESPN on the NFL page? Nope. It's a wrap. But what O lineman did y'all like? Alge335. What's up, buddy? Y'all don't like Darnell Wright? He blocked Will Anderson pretty good. Y'all can't be in here screaming trenches matter and ain't talking about no O lineman. What O lineman did y'all like? I named several of them. What do you like? I'm waiting. I want to know. You know what's so crazy? The Bucs almost got Quentin Nelson too. If the Colts would have drafted Quentin Nelson, we would have got him. 2018. Oh, we would have got Quentin Nelson. If he was right there, if the Colts didn't would have got him, oh, we would have jumped on him. Can you imagine Quentin Nelson and Ryan Jensen in the interior? Oh my goodness. With Tristan Wirfs? Yeah, we beat the Saints. Which put us behind who? Put us behind the Colts. I remember that too. I was sitting there looking at the draft. I was like, man. Oh yeah, no more small school linemen. I think that's Jason Light just think he's the smartest GM in the room. Oh, Quentin Nelson was gonna be good regardless. Quentin Nelson was gonna be good regardless. It didn't matter what the coach was. Quentin Nelson would have been fine. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Oh, Sean, you like Roger Jones? I like him too. I like DeJuan Jones too. That's a big guy. Trent Brown. Trent Brown. What old line y'all like? What old lineman got on your radar? Well, I don't go by speculation. So, like I said, as of right now, Donovan Smith is still on the team. Yeah, Dewan was right tackle. Yeah, Paris Johnson is the left tackle. What y'all think about Jack Campbell, the linebacker from Iowa, to replace Levante David, third round? He said the Michigan old lineman. What's his name? Let me see. I can't pronounce his name, but he's rated pretty good too. I think to me, there's going to be like 10 of them in the first two rounds. That's a lot. What about Jake Andrews? You can play guard. I'm watching the combine again, the old lineman again, the first group. Steve Avila, man, he's better than Luke Gedeke. Watch tape. We gotta get stronger, man. I like TJ Bass. We gotta get stronger, bro. Up front, man. I don't care what y'all say, man. Matthew Bergeron. I gotta watch tape on him. The Syracuse lineman tackle. I think it's gonna be about ten linemen in the first two rounds come off the board. So from pick number 1 to pick number 64, there's gonna be like 10 O linemen come off the board. Yeah, I just seen him. Mark Evans Jr., HBCU, Arkansas Pine Bluff. Yeah. Uh, late rounds. Yeah, I'll take him. Give me fifth round, sixth round. John McGee. Yeah, Blake Freeland tested very well. My only concern about Blake Freeland is his weight. He's 6'7", about a little over 300 pounds. He's not. He don't have a lot of anchor in him, but he got good feet. He's quick. He tested out well though. I just want to see him put on some more weight. Yeah, but Paris Johnson, DeJuan Jones, Roderick Jones, you can't miss on those guys. If one of those guys there at 19, man. And you gotta look at the teams drafted in front of the Bucs. Like there's some teams that need O linemen, but they also need some quarterbacks. So the more quarterbacks get drafted before 19, the better it is for the Bucs. The best case scenario for the Bucs is all four quarterbacks off the board by 19. And then you got to factor in, the Will Anderson. You got to factor in a couple other, Nolan Smith. So you start doing that. The Christian Gonzalez. You start kind of like dissecting what teams need. You be like, man, we might be able to get one of these tackles. Should have kept Whitehead. I think we can get one of those guys in the fifth round. It would be a perfect scenario. The Bucs get another old lineman like in the fifth round, maybe to trade back, get into the fourth round, and they draft another old lineman. And he tries to be like good, like ready to start right away, and we get two. If we get two old linemen, or get a D lineman, I ain't. Oh, shoot. Let me be real with y'all. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but two D linemen, two O linemen out of 7 picks. However they want to, whatever order you want to do it. Get four guys in the trenches. That might be overkill, right? Two old linemen, two D linemen. Would that be overkill? Would that be overkill? Two old linemen, two D linemen in this draft. So that's what, it's 4 picks out of 7, and then the other 3 picks can be running back, linebacker, tight end. Y'all don't realize how terrible the Bucs was in the trenches, man. It was terrible. He's overkill. Overkill. Okay, if you had to put 2 picks in on one side of the ball, what would you do? Would you do two O linemen, one D lineman, or two D linemen, one O lineman? What would y'all do? Would you do two O linemen, one D lineman, or two D linemen, one O lineman? It's an overkill. Okay. So where would that one O lineman go at though? First round, second round? Okay, everybody saying two D linemen. Everybody saying two D linemen. What's up, Jay? Mom for Christ, what's up, man? Steven LaQuantana, what's up, man? Steven Quantana in the building. So you want the O lineman in the first round? You want the tackle in the first round? No, Smith's still on the team. Until it's official, nah, he's still on the team. It'd be crazy. Mark Evans, the second out of Arkansas Pine Bluff, he get into the league, he'd be good. I'd be like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna shake my head. All I know, the Bucs can't miss. Yeah. So edge rusher, one D lineman. Sounds about right. That D line was trash, folks. I mean, we can get about the O line, serviceable O line, but I don't think the O line this year with Jansen coming back, Tristan Wirfs, and then that Shaq Mason. What do they do with that situation? Depending on what they draft, and then that left guard situation. What do you do there? And then that tackle situation. I think the O line is going to be pretty much like last year's O line. It ain't gonna be great. It ain't gonna be bad, but it's just gonna be. Well, you know what, though? Let me ask y'all this question: Can the O line, uh, can the O line, can the 2023 O line be better than the 2022 O line? Yeah, we definitely need to get that D line right. I know for a fact we're gonna get a D lineman. Just the question is what round. And then remember now, here's the thing about D lineman. The D lineman and the O lineman, just in this draft right here, the D lineman, O lineman, you can get them all the way into the third round. He said we need O line with some character issues. Boy, you wild, boy. Boy, you wild with that one, boy. He said we need some O linemen with some character issues, minor character issues. Oh my gosh, bro. That boy, wow. What up, Rudolph? He said we need some O line with some character issues. That boy, wilding for that. That boy wild for that, boy. So we need a couple more Ryan Jansons on him. We need to draft somebody with some Ryan Jansen attitude. I think we need that on the D line too. Yeah, we need some nastiness on that D line. We need some nasty like players with attitudes. See, in the trench, you can't be soft. We need some nastiness on that D line. Let's be real. We need some nastiness on the D line. We need some nastiness on the D line. Like some guys that's gonna be like, man, I ain't having it. We need like a Jeffrey Simmons type player, or Fletcher Cox, or Chris Jones on that D line. And then outside edge rusher, we need like a Matthew Judon. We need a Matthew Judon type guy. You know what I'm saying? A Zadarius Smith. Yeah, Ed Oliver type guy. Leonard Williams. And no offense to Vita Vea. No offense to Vita, but we need some guys that's gonna be just in your grill. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need some guys like that. A Christian Wilkins. A Christian Wilkins. A Derek Brown. Like a Dexter Lawrence. A Kayvon Thibodeau. We need some guys. Josh Sweat. We need some guys that's gonna be out there running, like getting in. Yeah, Ryan Hayes is huge. Y'all think Roger Jones gonna be there at 19? I like the way he looks. He's very lean. But see, if you draft DeJuan Jones, you move Tristan to the left tackle. You think Roger Jones gonna be there at 19? Y'all think about Jalen Duncan? You don't think so? What about Osiris? What about Osiris Florence? You think he'll be there at 19? There's gonna be a lot of good value in the second round in O lineman, man. Paris Johnson, Dewan Jones. I think it's gonna be a lot of guys in the second round. There's gonna be a ton of O linemen coming in the second round. That's why I think the Bucs can get a D lineman in the first round, but it all depends on who's there at 19. Like if you got a high end tackle like Roger Jones, you gotta take him. You gotta take him, man. Taylor Lewan, he stay hurt, man. Stay hurt too much, man. That dude stay hurt. He's a guaranteed injury, bro. We can't afford that, man. Because if you sign Taylor Lewan, don't expect him to play 17 games. And think about that. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but he's like a Julio Fulio. The same situation on the O line. He's a Julio Fulio on the O line. He get hurt too much. And can you imagine we put a $5 million tag on him, or a contract on him, and he get out there for like 3-4 games, and then he get hurt, and then we got to put Josh Wells out there. First down. Then we're gonna be complaining again. You're gonna be complaining to Jason Light. Why did Jason Light sign Taylor Lewan? He should have left him alone. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. No, man. He's a Julio Fulio on the O line. Ain't got time for that, man. We ain't got time for that. He's the Julio Fulio on O line. Just good player, but man, he had to end his career pretty much. He's gonna be hurt. I know, I know. Osiris Torrance. I think Darnell Wright in the second round, we could find a way to get him. There's going to be a lot of talent in the first two rounds in the O-line, man. I don't see the excuses for the Bucs, man. I don't see it. There's not a reason why the Bucs can't get a tackle. Yeah, the one is huge. Yeah, the one is huge. He's some big dudes, bro. And they be moving, too. All I know, if the Bucs don't get a pass rush in the O-line in this draft in the first two rounds, I'm going to be pissed. D-line, O-line, O-line, D-line. I'm going to be pissed. Do not give me this stupid. Oh, the Bijan Rogers, Bijan Robinson. Like, come on, man. Even if he trying to be good, but still, man. I hope so too. I don't want to see no Luke Gedeke. I don't want to see a Luke Gedeke in the second round. Go back again, try it again, Jason. Like, go back and try it again. Get back over there and draft another freaking O lineman. Don't give me this Luke Gedeke crap. I don't want to see no. I don't want to see a Keyshawn. I don't want to see a Keyshawn Vaughn type pick. I don't want to see none of that. You can miss me with that. I don't want to see those type of picks, man. I don't want to see Jason like over draft. He is notorious for that. Jason Light notorious for reaching, bro. Good God, bro. I just now when I'm thinking about it, like that dude is reachy. See, Taylor Lewan even said it right there. Taylor Lewan said, "I got to get my knee healthy. A couple things I got to get right before I can." Get. He said he want to play football again. He wants to contribute, but Taylor Lewan said, "My knee." And also, what do you give him? 10? 8? Said, "Reach God." I just thought I'm just thinking about that. Keyshawn Vaughn, Cal Trask, Luke Gedeke, all reaches. All reaches. Think about that, folks. I think Logan Hall might have been a reach too. But I mean, I picked it. I called it, but I'm just saying, like, hindsight. But reach God. Reachy, reachy. Grabby, grabby. Now that I think about it, man, Jason Light be reaching last couple drafts. Oh my God. Sheesh. Vernon Hargraves, Roberto Aguayo. Reachy, man. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. When you miss on picks, man, you set the team back 2 or 3 years at a position. Yeah, we should have drafted Jordan Davis. If you had to, okay, let me ask y'all a question. As of right now, where would you rank the Bucs O line at? As of right now, where would you rank the Bucs O line? Where would you put them at? And you don't got to give me an exact number. You give me a range. Where would you rank the Bucs O line as of right now, the way it's currently constructed? Right now, no rookie tackle, no rookie guard, just what you see right now. Where would you rank them at? Where would you rank the Bucs O line? Healthy Ryan Jensen, healthy Tristan Wirfs, Shaq Mason, Luke Gedeke, Robert Hainsley, Stenny, Josh Wells, Nick Levert, Donovan Smith, all healthy. Where would you rank the Bucs O line? Steven got him 12 to 20. Okay. So that means if that's the case, then why do we need to drop the tackle at all? We just might as well go D line, D line, D line. First 3 rounds. If you rank that high, you don't need no tackle. If you between 12, if you're between 1 and 15, that means your tackle is pretty decent overall. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't be a top 10 team with a bad left tackle, right? Third, 25 to 20, 25 to 32. Right side elite is healthy, right? But O line is 5 people, not just 2. You can have an elite right side, but what about the left side, buddy? You can't justify that. You got to include everybody. Context, man. Context. Can't point out what you want to point out. Everything matters on the O line. Well, the right side is great. That's good. But what does the O line consist of? 5 guys. Paint the whole picture, man. Paint the whole picture. Juice Scruggs. Yeah, Worf is the only real lineman worth talking about. You're not really going. If you talk about Ryan Jensen, it's like, okay, but he's 33. You know what I'm saying? He's old. I'm talking about like for the future. Tristan Wirfs is the only lineman you can really talk about. Let's keep it real. Where would you rank the Bucs D line at? Where would you rank the Bucs D line at? We're talking about the trenches, folks. Hashtag trenches matter. Matter. Where would you rank the Bucs D line at? So, in other words, this draft needs to be about trenches. Forget the running back, forget the receiver, forget the linebacker, forget the tight end. All about the trenches, 1 through 7. All 7 rounds. D line, O line, D line, O line, D line, O line, D line. Or D line, O line, D line, D line, D line, D line, D line, D line. D line, O line, D line, O line, D 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 That's some low grades, man. You know that Antoine Winfield Jr. pick could have been Jonathan Taylor, right? And they liked it, Jonathan. They liked Jonathan Taylor too. They said, oh, we really liked him too. That Antoine Winfield Jr. pick could have been Jonathan Taylor. Just friendly reminder. Look, Winfield Jr. Great. I got his jersey. I'm just letting y'all know they really liked the Jonathan Taylor, and they drafted Winfield Jr. instead. I'm sorry. They let the Colts once again. The Colts beat us again. He said Booty Dean. Oh my goodness, bruh. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that phrase in so long. Booty Dean. You got a zero technique leading the team in sacks. That's bad. Yeah, we had to trade up to get him. The Colts be taking our players, man. Quentin Nelson, Jonathan Taylor. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just saying. We don't know that though. We don't know that. So what would y'all rate the Bucs D line at? Bucs D line, what? Bottom 10, bottom 5? Because if your D line is that bad, you need to get like 3 D linemen in the draft. The Bucs really like they really like the Jonathan Taylor. If he would have dropped, look, there's a few players. If they would have dropped to the Bucs, I believe they would have picked him up. Like the Quentin Nelson, you know what I'm saying? They would have picked him up. You know, the Jonathan Taylor, if he'd have dropped to the Bucs, they would have picked him. So how many so y'all want so the Bucs should draft. So what rounds do you want the Bucs to draft D linemen though? You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people saying 2 D linemen are do so you saying if the Bucs draft 2 D linemen, do they need to be starters right away? Do they need to be starters right away? You feel me? I wanted the Bucs to get Brees Hall last year. So if the Bucs draft 2 D linemen, do they both need to be starters right away? Or getting a lot of rotation? I mean, they're getting in there. Like they're getting plenty of rotation. I would say it like this: one of them need to be a starter, and one of them need to be just like you in the rotation, buddy. So basically, no more Tryon, no more Logan Hall. So we don't need no more Joe Tryons, no Logan Hall type players, like developmental players. We need guys that's ready to play now. Is what you're saying. Not sitting behind no old veteran, like Tryon and Logan Hall sitting behind Hakeem Hicks, Hakeem Miss. Because if that's the case, you might as well go, D line, O line, D line in the first 3 rounds. They can get a solid tackle in the second round. Darnell Wright, Jalen Duncan, sitting there. Cody Mulch, Blake Freeland, and then the third round get another D lineman. Facts, there's a ton of D linemen in this draft or edge rusher. So they can go D line or they can go edge rusher first round, tackle second round, and 5 technique third round. That would be the perfect draft for the Bucs. Oh my gosh. And all 3 of those guys are in the game week 1. You get 3 starters in your first 3 rounds, that you hit. Can Jason Light hit on all 3 picks in the first 3 rounds? Look, before you start talking about free agency, we ain't got no money. We ain't got no money. We ain't got no time. You ain't got no money. We ain't got no money, folks. So stop talking about free agency. You ain't signing nobody. We got to take care of our interior first. We got to take care of our in-house people. Let me ask y'all this: how many of the 23 free agents the Bucs should resign? How many of the free agents, 23 of them, should the Bucs keep? Jordan McFadden from Clemson, man. I like him. When I do that, it's a first down. It's a first down. 23 free agents, and the Bucs should keep 5 of them. What 5? The Bucs got a long way to go, man. Someone's retooling. Yeah, that sounds like a rebuild to me. I think might have to take the L. Take the L. In 2023, you don't want to, but just kind of like how everything's set up, it's like kind of hard to see the Bucs being like. Look, we do realize that the Bucs are not Super Bowl contenders. They're not even NFC championship contenders. Now NFC South champions, sure. But what you gonna do in the playoffs, Tampa? What they gonna do in the playoffs? Let's be real. He says special teams. Y'all be wild in the comment section, bro. Y'all give Jason like no mercy. Look, the Bucks got a chance to reset like and a good reset. The Bucs got a chance to do a really these next two drafts. The Bucs got an opportunity to do a really good reset. If you draft good these next two drafts with Tristan Wars, if Luke Gedeke develop and Hainsley develop, you get these two drafts corrected, you get the quarterback situation corrected, you figure out the Mike Evans situation down the road, draft another young receiver, keep Godwin healthy, and Rashad White develop, Cade Otton develop, take the next step, being like major threats, like elite threats, right? Now, the thing about Cade Otton and Rashad White, I at this point, it's hard for me to say they're going to be elite. You get what I'm saying? I think they're going to be good players. I just don't see them being like a top end player. I'm gonna keep saying that. I think Rashad White is a great third down back. Right now, I just don't see him being the cream of the crop at running back. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's no offense, but it's nothing. Look, if Rashad White ends up being the 15th best running back, that's good for the Bucs. If Cade Otton end up being the middle of the pack tight end, that's not bad. But I just, as of right now, I don't see them being the cream of the crop at their positions. There are players in this draft better than both of them. I'm going to repeat. Cade Otton and Rashad White, I think are going to be decent players. I don't see them being elite, cream of the crop. As of right now. As of right now, I just don't see it. Now, if they make a jump, great. But there are players, there's running backs better than Rashad White in this draft. There's better tight ends in this draft than Cade Otton. You know. But we'll see though. Um, but if the Bucs do this right these next two drafts, then I think we'll be fine. We'll have something to build on, and just get better and build that core, build a good roster where you don't have to go run out and grab 50 million free agents for a 45-year-old quarterback to put your team in salary cap hell and then scream, well, if I had to do it again, I'll do it again. Okay. Well, you might have to do it again just like to save your job. But you get what I'm saying? If you draft well, you don't have to go out and get a Tom Brady, a Gronkowski, a Leonard Fournette, Antonio Brown, a Ryan Suckup. If you draft well, you don't have to get those guys. I think that's the beauty part about getting it right. Stop overdrafting and reaching. Osiris of Osiris Torrance, he was handling Jalen Carter easily. 1-on-1 too. I think Broderick Jones and Paris Johnson Jr. is going to be available at 19. I really do. I think they're going to be available at 19. I think they're going to be sitting right there. One of them, at least. There's guys better than Luke Gedeke right now. There's guys better than Robert Hainsley right now in the draft. But I think we just got to hope, as I close this out, we just got to hope that our draft picks, just these last two drafts, the 2021 and 2022, we just got to hope these guys just take another huge jump. I mean, just take the jump. Because they don't look. Tryon and Logan Hall. Look, Logan Hall, you give him 3 years, right? Actually, no. Actually, Logan Hall only get 2 really, because he's second round pick. Tryon, he got to make a jump this year. He got no choice. Because if you don't make a jump, it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Jason Light, mediocre pass rusher. And then Logan Hall got to make a jump too. Top of the second round. Got to show improvement, right? And then Keyshawn Vaughn. May the force be with you, man. You're out of there. You're a special teams guy. And people was capping for Keyshawn Vaughn. Cade Otton make another jump. Robert Hainsley make another jump. I think it's very important. These last 2 draft classes, they got to make the jump. They just got no choice. But anyway, NFL Combine 2023, day 4, O-lineman, running backs, with your host, Buckles Locker. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. Hashtag life after Brady. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag stay humble. Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag stay humble. All you Bucs fans, stay humble. Keep that same energy you had in 2020 and 2021. Stay humble though. Hashtag fire the cannons. Hashtag walk the plank. Hashtag what is this? What is this? Hashtag why? Hashtag Jason Light, don't mess this up. You understand? Or it's going to be a hashtag bust. Hashtag what's next? Hashtag retool. Hashtag reload. Hashtag rebuild. I'll see y'all soon. Well, I'll see y'all again eventually. And I'll have my list of players that stood out in the draft at these certain positions that the Bucs need to get at that could be available when the Bucs pick. And we'll go over it. And I'm going to do a mock draft after the combine mock draft for the Bucs. And then I'll do another mock draft after free agency. And then I'm going to do one right before the draft. So I'm going to do 3 mock drafts. One after the combine, one after free agency, and one before the draft. Stay tuned for that. And the player breakdown of the draft, eligible draft players. So I'll holler at y'all. Deuce.